But it's like, so you just decide, like, after running, like, well, I guess I'm just gonna hire Melton, the fucking dirty pedophile deviant, and Ralph to do my dirty work. And you think it's gonna work out for you, bro? Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand.
And by the way, Nick was tweeting from his Twitter account all this shit. Like, he has laid out the most evidence he could. Okay, like, he left the bloody knife with his fingerprints right at the scene of the crime, and he's watching TV in the next room. Like, that level of easy evidence.
He's got video of it, I'm sure.
What? Why are you tired? Why would you want to read about him and jerk off? Just come over and stare at me and jerk off. I'm pretty. I'll let you do it. I don't...
Okay, well,
I'm sure you have let him do it. That's what's insane. So after all this stuff came out, after REKIETA put out this search history of Aaron, you know, people started...
we're not going to show it on the show.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck the legalities
of it and stuff.
Yeah, you know,
it's on Twitter. You can check it on Twitter, on our Twitter.
Like thumbnails of porn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people started pressing April, like, well, how did this happen? You were married to the guy. Did you give up his passwords? You know, somebody goes, what if Rackets was sending hacked materials to Ralph? Seems like this could get messy. And April tries to say, I sincerely doubt either of them care enough to do that. No, they obviously both do care. They obviously care a whole awful lot.
Yeah.
Or none of this shit would be going on. We would have been moved on from this like 5 months ago. But they just kept going. So I've held on to a lot of pain for a long time. He kept going, even when he left me. So I'm getting my story out so I can heal. Nothing more. I never knew any of his passwords. I had no reason to. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that shit.
Or if he was logged into her phone on an account, too. There's a lot of ways that could. But she knew, right? Because she ran the show, too.
Yeah.
She ran the show, Steel Toe Morning Show, with him. So I'm assuming she knew the login.
But they lived together, too.
Like, come on.
Like, hey, what's the Netflix password, honey? And, you know, most people only use a few different fucking passwords.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, this is the situation when you get into a domestic living situation, especially when you've married somebody and you're living with them for years. They probably do have a lot of your fucking passwords.
Yeah.
Now, who knows? Some people are saying there's a two-factor. If it was already logged in, which it might be, might have been already logged in on REKIETA's computer or one of April's devices, and they just monitored it and screenshotted it and sent it out to Ralph and sent it out to Melton or whoever else. But this is wild stuff.
Oh, and by the way, if Ralph and those guys are probably panicking now, they'll delete the DMs, but DMs last for like 2 years or something.
No, the thing is, like, Twitter keeps all, they have to keep
Forever, yeah.
The
They'll
phone
never delete.
provider, the phone provider has to keep all that shit as well.
Yeah, it's all stored forever.
You start getting subpoenas from the government, like, has already happened. And I wouldn't be saying any of this had it not already happened yesterday, that Ralph's DMs were subpoenaed. Because it's some pretty serious shit once it starts getting subpoenaed, folks.
Yeah.
Like, this is not looking good. It is not looking good for them at all.
There we go.
So, breaking Baldo news, world exclusive, with explicit permission from Aaron M. Holte, breaking Baldo news reveals DM conversations in which Aaron M. Holte suspects REKIETA accessed his Google account without authorization. Further felony charges likely.
Here we go, let's read these.
Steel Toe goes, ready for this one. Nick was logged into my Google account in his house and was reading my emails and sending some to people. Sending some.
Ralph's involved for sure, because Ralph, during that drunk stream, now that I think about it, Ashton, when I was editing it, you know what Ralph said during the Steel Toe rant? He's like, oh, trust me. Some shit's coming your way, Aaron. He said that. I didn't even know this at the time of editing at 3 o'clock, that part. Go ahead.
Password changed and devices logged out. So he goes, what the fuck? Have you got proof? Like GPS coordinates? I think Google settings lets you see the location on the map, which is creepy, because that means they were monitoring where Aaron went. And you know they were tracking him everywhere he went.
Oh.
They were giving updates on it to Ralph, so Ralph might know when to attack him or stuff like this.
Didn't Ralph just dox Aaron like 3 days ago?
He sure did.
Oh
He
my
sure
god!
did.
Oh my god!
Aaron's floating around to Melton, threatening various information is going to come out.
Oh my god!
He didn't reveal his source or any of this stuff. So this is what Aaron says. I think he observed I was logged into his computer and he had been accessing the account and knew people were sending me stuff for my car.
His case.
For my case. So there he is, textbook, like, interfering and observing in materials for the case. Like, this isn't gonna be good. And I think they know it's not gonna be good, which is why they're just throwing out all this stuff now. Because they're like, well, we may as well try and burn and embarrass this guy as much as we can. But you can't burn and embarrass Aaron any more than he's already embarrassed. He admitted to being a cock. Okay? He admitted to playing Twister naked with REKIETA's balls slapping on his fucking forehead. These are the things that he outright will admit. Now, I'm sure he was sucking cock, having his cock sucked by REKIETA. They were probably snowballing cum into each other's mouths, as REKIETA suggests. I'm sure there's a lot, but at a certain point, it's like, how much more embarrassing can it possibly fucking get for him? He's already embarrassed. He's already humiliated. We're now talking about criminal charges. And I don't know about you guys, but I'd sooner be humiliated than fucked in the ass in prison. I don't know about the rest of you, but this is kind of crazy.
This is actually the craziest day ever. And this wasn't even on the menu today.
Yeah.
So new.
And this gets to try to identify location access, see if you can reasonably establish unauthorized access. And he says that he did establish it. And he thinks it was from when he did shows there.
That's what I said. That's what I said. He was logged in, steel toe. I thought it was her, but yeah, he did shows from his basement, remember? He probably logged in, and you know how your Google